Hi everyone, my name is Amy Kellogg and I am the Government Affairs Counsel for the American Nurses Association, New York. I am doing a video today to give you a brief overview of the New York State Legislature. In New York, we have two legislative houses, the New York State Senate and the New York State Assembly. The New York State Senate has 63 members. They are currently broken down by party lines with 42 Democrats and 21 Republicans. In the New York State Assembly, we have 150 members, 102 Democrats, and 43 Republicans. The two houses meet in two legislative sessions in a 2-year cycle. And I know that can sound confusing, but what that really means is every 2 years, all members of the New York State Senate and the New York State Assembly run for re-election. So next year, 2024, is an election year in New York. All 63 members of the Senate and 150 members of the Assembly will be up for re-election. Next year in 2024 is the second year of our 2-year legislative cycle. 2023 was the first year, with the last elections having taken place in November of 2022. So we will be looking to have all members of the legislature up for re-election next year, meaning that 2024 will be a busy election year. We will also have the presidential election. The legislative session for 2024 will begin on January 3rd. On January 3rd, the Governor of New York, Governor Kathy Hochul, will deliver her State of the State address. This address outlines her legislative priorities for the 2024 legislative session and serves as the official kickoff to that session. The legislature will be in session from the beginning of January, starting on January 3rd with the Governor's State of the State address. It will be in session until sometime in June. We don't know the exact date yet because the legislative calendar has not yet been released. But the legislative calendar usually comes out in December of the year before the next session and outlines what days the members will be in Albany for session and what days they'll be back in their districts to meet with constituents and talk to them about issues of local importance. The legislature in New York is technically a part-time legislature. That is why they are only in session from the beginning of January through mid-June. The rest of the year, they are still very busy though and keep us very much on our toes. When they're not in Albany in active session, they are in their district offices meeting with constituents, holding various meetings on topics of importance to them, and holding various legislative hearings and meetings to talk about issues of importance for the next upcoming legislative session. I know the legislative process can seem overwhelming and it's a lot of information, but hopefully this little bit of information gives you a better understanding of the legislative process in New York, and we hope to get you engaged in that legislative process. We will be hosting the ANA New York Lobby Day May 7th, 2024, and we hope to see many of you there to help engage in the legislative process and to help advance the legislative priorities for ANA New York. Thank you.